Alrighty, hello everyone. So for today's video, I'm gonna do a little mini garden tour of my backyard out here in Central California. So here is everything that I'm growing. Everything is overgrown, but it's all beneficial plants and flowers and trees. So I'm having a hard time finding out what to trim and what to let go of. Right now, I just made some more of this phosphate, island phosphate. I put a tablespoon in each one of these gallon containers. And as you can see here, this is what I like to use for the phosphorus. It has 011 0, so that's what I like to use. I'm already running out of it. This is probably my last batch right here. I'm gonna let that sit for a couple days before I fertilize again. And then I have a lot of little trees that I need to up pot. I have this lemon that's not looking too good. I need to up pot it to a bigger pot. I got this little avocado tree, another little avocado tree, and everything I started from seed. I started this from seed, this from a pit, this one from a pit, this lemon tree as well. I started from seed around 2 years ago, and as you can see, it is in dire need of up potting. It's just in a little 1 gallon container. It's been that way for like 2 years. Here's another little lemon tree that I grew from seed. And then I got some eggplants. Some eggplants that I overwintered. Sorry, my shadow's all in the way. And then this one is growing. It had a little flower right here. So now it's gonna start fruiting, I believe. I don't know. It's my first time doing eggplant. But I did hi everybody. So I did want to ask my garden community, all my subscribers, and if you guys know anyone that has Cash App. I made myself a Cash App just so I could ask you guys if you guys would like to donate. I have a lot of trees, which I'm going to show in this video. I have a lot of trees that need to get up potted, and I just want to use the donations for potting soil and to up pot all my little baby trees because they're doing pretty bad. And I recently lost my job, and my car is having trouble, so it's hard for me. Even if I find a job, it's hard for me to get to my job. So I'm kind of struggling right now, and it's just so sad to see all my little plants that I can't even up pot, and the ground is not too good. The soil here is real rocky. So if you can and you want to donate and help me on my growing and up potting with all my little trees that I'm about to show, it will be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So back to my little mini backyard tour. Okay. So I was right here, and then I have right here a radish, icicle top radish that it just bolted. But what I'm doing is I let it bolt, and I'm gonna let it go through its stage of seeding. So I'm gonna try to collect the seeds from it. I'm gonna do some research and see how to go about collecting the seeds from that. So I could have radish seeds. I believe it's an heirloom. I'm not sure. This right here is a piece of some pruning that I did on my peach tree. I clipped off a piece that I pruned, and I just with the tip I put some aloe vera from my aloe vera plant into the tip, and I just stick it into this pot. And then all this is new growth. So I'm thinking it's forming roots on the bottom. So I'm hoping to have a peach tree from that. A little bit of carrots in there that I threw and they survived. And then there's alyssum on the ground, growing everywhere, just uh, growing voluntarily all over. From one year that I scattered wildflowers everywhere. And then I don't know the name of these. I know they look kind of funky, but they do grow some beautiful flowers. As you can see, there's some beautiful little flowers formed. And yeah, they're very pretty. If anybody knows the name, please let me know. And then on this side, as you could tell, there's a bunch of volunteer bachelor buttons. And oh man, those bachelor buttons, they attract so many bees and so many little green birds. They come and eat the seeds. I think they look like little green finch. But I don't know what they are. I have another video of them coming and visiting and eating all the little seeds on the bachelor buttons. I got yarrow growing, which is very beneficial. I love growing yarrow. It came back voluntarily, and I love it. I love to. I harvested some last year too, and I dried it out just to have. It's good for cuts. It stops bleeding on cuts, and I've heard it's also good for digestion if you make a tea out of it and things like that. Um, there's that, and then right here is a blackberry. It's a black satin blackberry plant that I tip rooted. I made a video on it. If you guys want to watch it, I don't know how to put links on my descriptions, but there is it tip rooted and it formed a new plant down here. It came out. This is where I tip rooted it from. I stuck it in there. I left it for a month, then clipped it off after a month, and then just recently it started growing the new growth. So that was a success. Okay, and then there's a water fountain, and it doesn't have no running water because I just haven't hooked up a system to it. It's very hard for me to get anything going without proper financing. Look at all that yarrow. Oh man, it's gorgeous. Let's go on to this side. More bachelor buttons. I got a volunteer mammoth sunflower that just started growing in this little spot. And it's gonna bloom. It's gonna be so beautiful. I love growing sunflowers. It's just that they're allelopathic, which means that they stunt the growth of other surrounding plants. So that's why I don't really grow them that much. But since it's volunteered, I just let it go. It's fine. And then over here, some more bachelor buttons. Here's my pomegranate tree that I grew from seed. I think it's going on its second year. There's two of them in here. There's one and two. There's one. I don't know if you guys can see. There's one. There's a trunk of it, and then here's another one. There's the trunk. There's two of them. I gotta take them out of this pot and separate them. I just trying to catch up on funds for that. It's just there's so much, and then I have this twist around back this way. I have this little. I just threw this up down sideways, and I figured it could be like a little raised garden bed, but I had some garlic in here. It's not doing that good. I think because I planted it, it's not deep enough. I didn't have enough soil to put in there. But that's some garlic. Then in this one, I have some red potatoes. There's 4 red potato plants. They're not doing that good. I gotta buy some potassium. I know Walmart sells banana peel powder. That I would love to use banana peel powder. I think it's a 007 or something like that, NPK, and I like to go organic. So for the nitrogen, I like to use blood meal, which is a 1200 NPK, and like I showed earlier, the phosphorus, I like to use the iron phosphate, which is a 0110. And I want to get into I don't really use potassium that much, but I do want to start using it. And I did research, and the banana peel powder is a 007, so that would be nice. And then right here, I have some eggplants that I overwintered, and I put them right here into the ground. And you could see a little flower right here. It's so pretty. Look at that. That's the first flower on this eggplant. And it's my first year doing eggplant. I'm hoping I get something nice out of it. Here is some lettuce. Some lettuce that I grew. That's from the free seeds that when I ordered from MI Gardener. And it's been growing. I just gotta cut it back to use it for a salad one day. It's my first year doing lettuce, so I'm just getting the hang of it. And then back here, my first time doing asparagus. Let's see if you guys can see. Asparagus plants. There's another one right there. Asparagus, and then from seed. And then right here, I think it's an Abe Lincoln. I just trimmed some of the bottom leaves. And it looks like it wants to form some flowers, some blossoms. Hopefully it fruits for me. I always have a hard time getting fruit from Abe Lincoln variety tomatoes. And then right here, I don't know why, I stuck this blackberry plant to the ground. I should probably pull it out because they grow vigorously and they just go all over the place and they self root themselves. But that's that. Um, and then over here, I just put some blood meal. I heard corn. I have corn, 9 corn plants. I planted 12, and out of those 12 that I put in ground, I have 9 growing, and they um, are red double. I guess they're called double red corn, and they say the corn kernels come out red, which is very good for the body because it has antioxidants. So there's the corn. I just put some blood meal into the ground and blended it into the dirt. So see how they go. That one is not doing too good. I had stepped on it the other day when I was weeding back here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, but they're looking good so far, so good. And then I have my little pomegranate tree that I'm growing in ground. I started that one from seed as well. And then I have some garlic. This is probably the thickest one. Look at this. If you could see the bottom of it. That's a pretty thick one. Thicker than my finger. Some garlic. Some first time. That's my first time doing. Whoa! There's some crazy looking spider right there. Oh no, it's a recluse. Oh, that's a brown recluse. Oh, I don't mind jumping spiders, but brown recluses or black widows, I usually try to get rid of them. But I'll let this one go for now. Whoa! But yeah, that's Brussels sprouts and another Brussels sprout plant right here. I got carrots. I believe they're scarlet nantes, I believe. There's my shadow in the way again, sorry. Okay, and then I'll record this way so my shadow won't be in the way. Then right here, I have tomato that I put in the ground. That's a Cherokee Purple. And another tomato plant. This one is an Abe Lincoln. It has little flowers. And right here I have another Volunteer Mammoth Sunflower. And then I have some beets. Well, one beet plant right there. More garlic. Some more Brussels sprouts. More garlic right here. Then I have more Brussels sprouts. Then back there, some straight 8 cucumber plants that I put in ground probably like last week. They seem to be catching on pretty good. Everything seems to be growing pretty good. I put some phosphate into all of these today. Little bell pepper, or I think this one's an Anaheim. Bell pepper, some beets, another bell pepper. It's doing good. I think Cherokee Purple tomato, more beets, some Connecticut Field pumpkin that looks like it has new growth. Then, some onion. I think that's a white onion. I don't know if it's called Gladstone or something. Right here is Roma tomato. Some more bell pepper and a white scallop squash right there. It's gonna be my first time doing any type of scallop squash. So there goes that. Okay, and then coming over this way, this is my 3-year-old apple tree that I grew from seed. I believe it's Gala. I get from a Gala store-bought apple. It has a lot of new growth this year. There's the trunk. And as you can see, it's in a container. Everything is in containers.